demonic angel. Tonight I'm going to talk about a pretty interesting topic that has to do with ghosts and how they manifest and how I think we can put this into maybe some theories, points of view that I would just say consider. So ever since I learned about the importance of grounding in my 20s and just as part of my search for health, understanding, I really began to intellectualize how energy moves and why electrons are so important to people. It's like a vitamin, and our bodies are kind of like a machine. So that also kind of translates to like grounding in the air. So trees and plants cleanse the atmosphere of pollutants to make it more breathable. And so just as kind of a general curiosity about energy in general, and then it's a lot of fun to tie that back into the paranormal. It's kind of like having, these two really different interests that I like to connect, and I think it's cool that one can connect this in so many different areas. So let's look at the idea of running water in an indoor home as opposed to running water like a stream outside or a waterfall, and how that relates to spirits. So in a home that's insulated, so that means it's not connected to the earth. So the house is buffering you from that. So a lot of people report paranormal activity in bathrooms or kitchens as well. So these are areas that have running water, and in fact many spirits will turn on the water faucet, flush a toilet, even turn on a shower, because that gives off energy into the air. But in a bathroom or a kitchen, in a like a modern home, like we mentioned, that is just giving off energy into the air essentially. So long story short, because homes are insulated, the running water is just generating negative ions and putting that into the immediate air, like the bathroom, right? And that is energy. So it's electrons in the air that ghosts, can either just use to manifest into our physical reality, meaning, it's just like it sounds, to physically manifest, become a shadow, an orb, move something, speak. That gives them this energy. So it's a very, as opposed to just drawing energy just out of the air. And that is, in fact, how ghosts do, materialize out of thin air, because there's a lot of energy just in the air itself, right? So that's the negative ions. Trees, plants, running water gives that off, and so it's an energy for them. But what the difference is that that's not being grounded to the earth. So you have, the bathroom, like in a home, it's just giving off all these ions, and it's not being grounded, so it's just in the atmosphere. So it's just really easy for ghosts to use and manifest. So this is just this energy for them. but it's not going to ground a ghost. It's not going to make them, you know, go away. In fact, they're very attracted to this, and it just, like I said, it just gives them energy. So what's the difference then with, you know, we've talked about how ghosts can't cross running water, and conductive metals such as copper, iron, like wrought iron around cemeteries, energy that is the earth, touching the earth itself. So it is keeping that energy into the ground, holding it there. In fact, that's how the earth protects ghosts, by holding them in the ground while they are slowly purified, while they go through that transition. So that energy is conducted, meaning ground back into the earth, purified. So anything that is negative and degenerative, evil, these kinds of ideas will be, if it tries to cross, like in the form of a spirit or an angry god, demon that has malicious intentions, will be purified, cleansed, and transmuted into a positive life force, conducive to life force energy that is grounded in the ground. So that is exactly the purpose of, you know, like we've talked about, protecting the dead. But that's why, I mean, you know, with all those stories and myths about, you know, people get to the running water and they cross it, and the negative, evil thing chasing them can't, because it's purified, put back into the earth. So that's the difference. It's just your home is insulated, so it's just giving off energy, and ghosts can use that to manifest very easily, as opposed to just like out of the air. You know, now it's interesting because they do have to have a level, like a skill level, basically, to be able to, you know, manipulate faucets and things, but people shower all the time. And, you know, if you just flushed the toilet 10 minutes ago and there's just that little bit of energy in the air, that just makes that easy for them to, you know, be able to manipulate that. And that's why, you know, hey, you guys do your own, you know, tell me your own thoughts and research here. I mean, how many, you know, when you talk to people who are interested in the paranormal, have had experiences, there's a lot of people, I mean, if you were going to say, you know, percentages of ghosts, like, you know, experience, are going to, I mean, a lot of them have to do with bathrooms. And that's part of the reason why. I think it's just, my mind is just like, you know, so interested in these other facets of it too.